All righty. What's up, y'all? How is it going today on this fabulous Wednesday, hump day? How are y'all doing?
All
Fridays
right,
are
all right. How
fabulous.
you doing, my love?
I am doing well. I'm so glad to have y'all on the channel. So, and it's already started. And Joe, because last time you got me, and when I was getting ready, I was thinking about this because Juan already said it. And I was like, you know what? Because since we're going to New Orleans, I said, I don't know. Because I said that I was going to say it, but then I was like, I think I'd rather wrestle a crocodile.
But you last night there was a Nadine represented for the woman. She ripped out a wepa
She
that put me to
did.
shame. She
Oh my
did.
gosh.
She
And
did.
so
She even pulled out the Puerto Rican flag with a coquille on it to embarrass me even further. So
really,
I was done last night. Yeah.
yeah,
So
because see, after you did it, after you did, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to top this. And so I've been thinking about it and thinking about it. And when I was getting ready, I was like, Joe's gonna be on here. And I said, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be. I was like, I will run down the street. I will do anything. I don't know that I can do it.
but now I know that Constantinos is here. And after we just heard what he told us about his his affinity for Puerto Rico, maybe he can do it.
Maybe he can do it. So we'll
What
have
do
to
you want me to do?
Wepa. Yeah, come on. A wepa, but like from the gut, where that's the Puerto Rican, like, yo, what's up? Like wepa, that kind of stuff.
Huepa?
Wepa,
Like that?
yes, bro.
With quesito. I want
Oh,
quesito.
see, quesitos are the bro. Now you're
Quesito.
talking my language.
I want
Quesitos are
quesito.
fire.
I ordered my daughter to bring me plenty. So
Quesitos
uh,
are like a
quesito.
fried, like a pastry, which is like cream cheese filling. That in
And
Puerto
sugar on
Rico,
top.
oh my
Melted.
God, with sugar on
Melted
top. It
sugar.
is ridiculous. You're diabetic the next day, but it's all good.
oh goodness.
Yeah.
So
Amazing
before
sweets.
we get started, I want everybody to introduce themselves so that just in case, we can all get to know each other.
So start it
Okay.
off, my love. Oh, where did
Oh,
Sledge go?
okay, I think Sledge fell off.
He was like, I
So
had enough of it.
he already had enough. So what's up, everybody? Y'all know I'm Tasha from the Major Change Group, and thank y'all so much for joining. We got a couple of people in here, and so after everybody introduces themselves, we'll go through the chat.
Right.
I got kicked out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's never a good sign, bro.
It's a storm.
Anybody introduce themselves? We did it.
Yeah,
Tasha
I
just
did.
did.
You can go ahead.
Man, look, y'all already know, man. It's your boy Sledge from Sledging Team. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if y'all have it. And yeah, let's get into this.
Let's get into it.
Go, Joe.
All right. Hola, mi gente. Joe Barreto here with the crew from the Credit Card Connection. I'm so honored. I'm pleased to be here with you guys tonight. We're going to have a great time. We got a lot of great topics to go over. So just strap yourself in because it's going to be a blast. I promise.
Like Amex versus Chase. This is Konstantinos from Konstantinos Points, former Constant Points now. And we're going to talk about credit cards and finances. So
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I
let's
can
see.
share the chats.
Because that's the other thing. Like we talk about credit cards, I think we all need to talk about finances a little bit. Because if you think about it, if you don't have any money to spend,
Right.
you can't even hit the sign-up bonus.
That's for
Can't even
sure.
get the sign on bonus. That's right. So I want to give a shout out to Key from Key Adventures. What's up, Key? I can't wait to meet you
He in
in
the
New
building.
Orleans. And then we have Juan. He says, good evening, everyone. And we have John. What's up, John? And then the best channel name, They Hate Me.
For
What's
sure.
going on?
Yo, that's
My dog.
fire.
And then we have the best YouTuber on this side. We have Call Me Lonnie. Oh no, we got the next best YouTuber. What's up? Water Your Soul now. Can't
Nail in
wait
the
to get
building.
him on one of the lives. I know he just went live. And then we have Israel. What's up? Yeah, so we're just go ahead and getting started. And we got our first super chat. Thank you so much, Xavier. Yes, it's
The
party
man.
time. So most
The man.
definitely put your questions in the chat if you have any questions. And We actually got another super chat from John. Let's
What?
go. Thank you so much,
Let's
John.
go.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
All
Hey, can
right.
I give a big shout out to Juan real quick? I gotta give a shout out to Juan Garcia real quick for picking up the sledging team merch.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yes.
he picked up a couple items, so yeah, I gotta give him a shout out for that for sure.
Okay, and so I want to make sure, can y'all hear us
Ah,
pretty good? If you can
says
just
they
let
can
us
barely
know
hear
in the
me.
chat.
Can you hear me, guys?
I can
Yeah,
hear you
I can
now.
hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay, maybe I need to come
It's
closer.
just because you're too cool, man. You're just too cool.
Yeah, it's just too cool.
I'm staying
That's right.
quiet. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing a whole group podcast. Last
Yeah.
time I did something, and actually the first time was with Anthony. He's my first and my last so far. No, actually, I guess my
Mm,
We
last.
got to shout out Constantino's hair. You got fly hair, Constantino. So I'm just saying,
right.
the hair's on point, papi. That, yo, bro.
Así como la gente.
Así como la gente,
Como la
coño.
gente.
Absolutely.
Hold on. What credit card did you use for those products though?
Ooh.
You won't
Ooh.
like the answer, man.
Oh, tell
Good
us
takes,
which
right?
one.
My default, freedom unlimited. That's the default.
Freedom Unlimited. And then I want to shout out Vern. What's going on, Vern? From Elevate with Vern. It's so good to have
Okay.
you.
Vern, how
Yes.
are you, Vern?
Yes.
Yo, look at Juan.
Oh
Coming
my
in
goodness.
hot.
Juan
My
said,
God.
before giants in the credit card space, let's
Aw.
let the 1099 begin.
The 1099
Thank you
begins.
so much.
Wepa. Just like that.
Wepa,
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing. So yes, if
That's
y'all
right.
have any questions, go ahead and put those in the chat. And Israel has his Puerto Rican flag. Is that correct?
Yep, that's it. Right
Yes,
here.
y'all.
Right here.
That is,
There
Yeah.
you go.
Captain America.
Represent,
Yeah.
baby.
Representing. I love me some Puerto Rico now. Now I will tell you, one of my favorite Italian restaurants is there. But we went on a cruise to Barcelona, and I think I found my other Italian favorite
Really?
restaurant. So
So all your favorite restaurants are out of Italy.
Right.
Expand with Italy.
That's a good point.
so that was hilarious. But see, it was so easy because I could go to Puerto Rico for that's pretty quick. That's right down the street. I can go there. But going all the way over to Barcelona,
That's a hike.
that's gonna cost me.
Well, you got those credit cards. That's why you got that American Express Gold card.
Oh Lord, please do not get me started with the American Express Gold Card because look, let me tell you. So look, I started the savings challenge, and while the month I start the savings challenge, it comes down that my annual fee, the $250, and then while we was on the cruise, it comes out because I think the white card had already came out maybe like a week before, if I'm not making a mistake. But while I was on a cruise, it came out that the annual fee had went to $325, and I'm just like, whew, I don't know.
What did you do?
Did it stay $250 though for you?
So it stayed $250 for me. So I'm just like, I'm so glad that it stayed $250 for me because originally, it's like, how do you have a card that you love to hate? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes when I'm in the comments, it's like people probably think that I hate the American Express card, and I kind of, but then it's like on the same hand, I like it. It's like I like it, but especially with me being a person that doesn't like high annual fees, like $250, that was a pretty stretch for me. But now $325. Y'all,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
I have a lot of feelings about all that, but you guys can talk. I mean, Sledge, do you want to defend first?
Yeah, and then let's take a look. Let me share my screen. Let me see if I can do this.
Because he comments in every video. He's like, every time I do an American Express, he's like, gold, 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 gold. Gold is king. I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
so
it used to be.
So especially like now, it's always been so they have 4 times the points for restaurants, 4 times the points for groceries. So that's what really sold me on the American Express Gold Card, because like my highest spend is gonna be food, and then it's 3 times the points on flights, and then we have 2 times the points on hotels, and then 1 time for everything else. So now it's stating that it's over $400 value with the Gold Card. So they have the Resi. So now they have the Resi credit. I do like the Uber Cash credit. they have a Dunkin' Donuts credit. Like, what's going on with that? Dunkin' Donuts, out of everybody that they could choose, why would they choose Dunkin' Donuts? I mean, when is the last time y'all been to Dunkin' Donuts? Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So they got the 120 on the Uber, on the, and so really what I do, I use my Uber credit for to go and get something, and from usually like $10 or less. Cause sometimes I feel like with that credit, I feel like they're really making you overspend, because most of the time, if you're trying to get something, let's say from Uber Eats, it's going to be more than if you were to just pick it up. So then they have the Dunkin' Donuts $84 credit, so earn up to $7 a month. I can't even tell you the last time I went to Dunkin' Donuts. So now if it was if it was Starbucks, then we could be talking off. If it was Starbucks, then it's the $100 Resi. So let's kind of talk about that. Enroll and get up to $50 back semi-annually in a statement credit. So let's talk about this. What do y'all think about that? The Resi
If
credit.
I still had my gold card, um, that's actually a good credit to have because you only have to go and use it twice. So $50 off a dinner is not a bad deal,
Yeah.
right? That's how I see it. It's the BS that they give you with the $10 Grubhub, which I never did, and Gold Belly, which I never found
Oh,
one, and stuff like that. That's trash. So the Resi I could see and use it because $50 is a good solid amount off of any dinner if you go for dinner for two, right? At least it'll cover the tip and tax or whatever the hell. Dunkin' Donuts, I like Dunkin' coffee better than Starbucks, but God knows when was the last time I ate it. So, I mean, again, it's not a bad card, but it's a card meant if you can use the spend. And like any other card, if you really are, you can use it in your supermarkets, which I couldn't because I go to Costco and Target and things like that. So I wasn't getting the credit for it. I was losing half of the credits. I wasn't able to use them. And dining, great, you get 4 times. But when you factor in the annual fee, what the hell are you going to do with it?
right.
So you're not going to do the flights if you have the platinum card because you're getting 3 times instead of 5.
True that.
So,
Right.
I mean,
Now,
But you don't have a platinum card.
huh?
Everybody don't have a platinum card though.
No, but if you do, like I
Right.
do, to me it was just a no,
yeah, I don't have
Oh,
the
right.
well, the thing is this though with American Express points in general, because yeah, we talk about the credits, like we get these credit cards for the credits. We only try to make up for some of the annual fee we pay, but it's how we use these points. And if you are a cheap traveler like I am, okay, yeah, I fly coach everywhere. And
Tell them.
and I feel pain if I find a nice seat, in the exit, the emergency doors, and I need to pay another $10, $20. I'm like, but if it's a long enough flight, I'll do it. Those points are not worthless, but they cost. I get 1 cent per point. So for somebody like me, what do I do with a gold card? I had the gold, I had the platinum, and yes, I was enjoying all the credits, but I was paying for them at the end of the day. And the points I wasn't using as they're meant to be used, and they're meant to be used for people that spend for luxuries. Like Sledge, you travel Aruba, business.
Hey,
Sure.
Lucia.
Yes. I
Yeah.
mean that is a good deal. Yes. But for me, cheapo, trying to find the cheapest flight to fly somewhere. I mean, but you need to be realistic because I think most people are putting a spreadsheet down and they're like, okay, based on this, I could get this and this and this. And they're not really thinking, how am I actually going to use this card? Is it for me? We want to be for us
Yeah.
because
One
it's sexy to
of
travel.
Yeah.
It's sexy to have a nice card. It's sexy to say, oh, I get all these benefits. I'm Amex customer service, whatever. But how do you actually use it?
Especially if you have a lot of credit cards.
That too. But what kind of spender are you?
Right.
That's the thing. I think that's the thing that people have to talk about. Because when I was getting ready, I was thinking about that because I had went over. Nell had put out a video on his channel. I wasn't able to catch the live, but I will have to. And I had put a comment, and I was just like, you know what? When I had got the gold card, I know that I really probably didn't need it, but see, it spoke to me because it had that 90,000 membership reward points. But
And the
I'm just
color.
like, yeah, so it's like I had to have it. So it's like I knew year one would be good, but then actually after I started using it, especially 4 times the points for dining, I was just like, this is pretty good. But then once I started getting other credit cards and then plus my other credit cards, spreading it, I was just like, I don't know. And then I was kind of going back and forth. Will I cancel it? Would I not? And then I didn't cancel it. And then they added, in July, that's when they added that 250. And now that it's going up to 325, I'm just like, I don't know that it would really be worth it to me because I was never sold on the the Grub Hub and even the dining credit. I wasn't really sold on those things.
These are my gold cards. Cut. Literally, I bought one and cut it through because to me, and this was in February, before the increase went in. I knew I wasn't going to use it. I knew I didn't want to pay for it. Not that it's a bad card, but not for me. To me, the green card that Sledge was shoving down my throat for months is a beast for $150. That's why I've gotten so far since I got the card in March. I have and I didn't get the sign-up bonus. So just on pure spend, 25,000 points so far, just on regular spend. So, you can't complain with that card.
You're going to be cutting Vincent said, are you going to be cutting up the business gold card?
My love, that's next. That's on my next live because I already canceled it.
What
I did was I got the white version first and I waited till I got it. And then I called and I canceled it. Because you know what they offered me? What's the answer? Sledge, what's the most trash business card on earth?
Oh, business green, hand down.
That's what they offered me. They were like, oh, we'll give you the business green. For what? What am I going to get for the business green? And then they were like, oh, we can give you 10,000 MR points for $5,000 to spend.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
But listen, Joe. Listen, Joe, I'm going to tell you what I would have did.
What?
This is just my own personal. I would have took the business green, right? Was it $95?
Yeah.
Okay, I took the business green, paid the $95 annual fee, and then I would have upgraded back to the business gold, used all the benefits I could off of it, and in that 30 days I got to decide, I would have downgraded. Actually, I probably would have just canceled it. So I would have got all those points and then called it a day.
See, here's the thing. In all fairness, I thought about that and I thought of you because you remember you said you did something similar with the other cards. My issue is I don't want to deal with it. I'm at that point in my life. I don't want to deal with crap and nonsense.
Yeah.
So when they gave me a BS offer,
$90 points nonsense though.
No, but look, Tasha, you're what, 25 years old, my love?
I wish.
So my credit card is older than Tasha. All right. My credit card says 1989. So, Tasha wasn't even a thought about it. All right. So my thing is, that they only came with that offer, and I have 8 Amex cards, and I have 4 authorized users across a bunch of them. I spend a shit ton of money on this. You're gonna give me that?
Well, think about most issuers don't give you anything.
No, and I get that, but then I'm gonna cut you.
We look at American Express differently, right? We don't give the same crap to the companies that don't give you absolutely nothing. We just accept that. But
I don't ask though. They don't ask the same things that American Express is asking.
Right? But you know what it is? It's also the annual.
Hold on, Joe. I didn't get a chance to speak on the gold card.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't finish. It's the annual fee too. The thing is, the main difference with Amex and everybody else is the annual fee.
Speak, is he? He's just gonna keep talking.
Yes.
Okay. Back to the gold card. And this is how I honestly feel. And this is how I feel about most cards. They're not for most people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of the cards are not for the majority of people. If you somebody that got to get a spreadsheet out, like concept, and figure out if you can break down the credits to where you get $200 back, trust me, that card is not.
That's not fair. Come on.
No, I agree.
Or it's not for you, man. Like it's not for you. if the $375 annual fee bothers you, the $250 annual fee, I mean $325 annual fee, the $250 annual fee probably bothers you a little bit. So the card was probably never for that person in the first place. It's not for most people. If you can't put the spin on those cards, to me, it's not about the credits.
Yeah.
Right. The credits are a bonus. The benefits are a bonus.
No, and I agree with you.
Card because of the benefits. But if you can't put the spin on those cards are not for you.
Yep.
But that's why I told you in the video I did last weekend where I canceled it was because it wasn't for me. It's not that it was a bad card, and I said that a lot. It was a good card, but I only put spend on it once to put an air conditioner in Florida that was 10 G's. But then I realized even the spends that I did for this stuff, like for YouTube and for different online services, they weren't coding for their multiplier. I was getting 1 point.
Oh,
so I'm like, why am I going to do that when I moved it over to Chase, to the Sapphire? I don't know if it was the Ink Preferred or the I was getting 3 times.
Well,
So it was a no-brainer.
The Business Plus. That's what you're telling me.
You know what I mean? I have the Business Plus too. I have a lot of cards.
You would have gotten 2 points instead of 1.
Yeah. But but the thing was, I got that card when they said they were going to give you 4 times in your 2 highest categories. Yeah. And and when I called them several times, and when they say it's not coding that way, there's nothing we could do about it, even though in the name it says it's Outlook or on, Gmail or whatever the hell it is, they weren't giving me credit. So I said, you know what? It's not for me. So I cut it. Why pay $375 for something that I can't use?
Yeah. Well, the business goes real specific though.
No, and that's my point. That's why I got rid of it.
Yeah, you really have to be able to work those categories if you go get the business goal. It's one of those cards for the people that it work for. It works great for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't. That's another card. It just don't work for a lot of people because those 2 highest categories are very specific. You know what I mean? So,
and I think this is a great one because John says, Sledge, you're right, 100%. It's funny how Amex gets treated and compared to Chase, because I do it all the time because I really wanted to, before I had got the Amex, which one? It was the Surpass. Before I got that one, I was running a test between the American Express Gold and then the Chase Sapphire Preferred, because I feel like they're pretty comparable in my opinion, especially with it only being $95, and then you can get more points. I think you get more bang for your points with the Sapphire Preferred.
Can I say why they're compared all the time?
Why is that?
Because they're vehicles for spending. So in the end of the day, it doesn't matter what credit card you're using, you're spending your own money. So you might as well make your money work better. That's why they're compared. It's not because Amex is up here and Chase is down here. It's about how much money you can spend, how much money you have so you can spend. Right. So that's why we compare them all the time. And in the end of the day, you will see if you put numbers one next to each other, for most people, cheaper credit cards work better. Unless you want to trick yourself and say, you know what, with the credits, as Sledge said, credits are, the cherry on the top. That's it. The main cake is how much you spend and where. Right. So I understand that, but we use them as a vehicle to spend our money. So that's why we compare them. And I would compare even cheaper credit cards with 0 annual fee credit cards. Because what do you give me? I'm the boss here because I'm spending the money. You know?
Well, it's like Chad, when Chad did his what if, Amex didn't exist, right? And then Sledge, we did a video each on it. I was able to put up a card for each one that wasn't an Amex. And 2 of the cards, one was a no annual fee Wells Fargo autograph, which is a fantastic card. And the other one was, to me, the one that's really taking a beating is the City Strata Premier for $95. And with the perks that you get, and actually, you're going to love this, Constantinos. Talking about my no annual fee Wells Fargo autograph, I got an email yesterday. I didn't know they had experiences. You know how Amex has their experiences and whatever?
Yeah.
I got an email for this Latin singer, Maluma, who does reggaeton. So Maluma is the man. Bro, at the Palladium in New York City, if you had a Wells Fargo autograph, you have
What?
first dibs. I got
Wow.
Whoa.
row B for 75 bucks a ticket
Mm.
for a
Wow.
concert
Okay.
that this man sells out.
Are you joking? 75 gets you all the way
$75.
top.
I did where you could put your seat to see how it looks at the stage. I'm
Yeah.
gonna feel the sweat smacking me in the face.
Oh wow.
It is ridiculous. So my
Oh no,
thing is
that's big.
a zero annual fee card that
Yeah.
had
Mm.
those services is fire.
I mean, did you
Mm.
guys watch Anthony's last video where he talks about
The
the build,
concierge
the
with
build?
them, with MasterCard or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I didn't realize how many perks you could get with the zero annual fee credit card.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Who's
You know,
fire?
so
So
that's why we compare them. Do you see? Like you,
Right.
you get all these benefits for
Mhm.
nothing.
yeah.
Now this city strat, what's going on with it? Let me see if I can pull it up. Tell us.
So I had told people I've been a Citibank customer 40 years. That was my first bank when I had student loans, right? Going to college. And so now they both offer 70,000 points.
70,000 points. That's
I had
pretty
it for
good.
75. If you're a Citibank customer, they gave you 75.
Mm.
And the $4,000 spend, just paying the property taxes took care of that in a minute.
Wow.
Um, but the transfer partners that they have are amazing. And then if you look at the points, if you scroll down a little bit right there, you see, look at the 3-point categories. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is.
And their travel partners, the only weakness that the autograph has in comparison is that the travel partners aren't there yet. But Citi has a ton of great transfer partners.
Hmm.
So for me, for 95 bucks, this is better than the Chase Sapphire Preferred.
Wow, you think so?
Yeah, and I have both. Because if you
I
look at
agree
the
too.
multipliers, especially for going out for food shopping at the
Mhm.
supermarket,
Three
it's not
times.
online. It's also
Yeah,
in person.
right.
It can be. It can be. I can see what you're saying.
Hmm.
I can
And
because
then
you
you
get the
have
whole
gas and
ecosystem.
EV charging that Chase doesn't offer you.
Yeah, three times the points for EV charging.
Yeah.
Now the points, is it the thank you rewards?
Yeah, my love. So you could
Yeah.
transfer them or take them as cash, but you could
Okay.
transfer them to like 17 partners.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
I
Wow.
don't trust Wells Fargo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't trust Wells Fargo. I don't know.
Hey,
you know,
you
but the
got
thing is with Wells, what I wanted to do, and we all do this, the four of us here. Do I need all these cards? I'm gonna do like Sledge. You know, Sledge's opening where he thumbs through his things, right?
Yeah,
These are
that's a
my
good
cards,
one.
right? Do I need all these? No. I
no.
do. We do it for the channel. We do it so that we can compare. We do it so we can give people information. We do it so that you don't have to do it, right? That's what a lot of us say. I just did this so that you don't have to. The thing is that Wells, I got it because it's really good for somebody that doesn't want to spend an annual fee and still have a chance to transfer partners or take cash back. It was an easy slam dunk. $1,000 spend, 20,000 points. Real easy.
Hmm.
You know, and you still have other benefits. Like I just got now with these tickets. So why not?
See, I feel like if you doing cash back, okay, cool. But if you looking actually looking for travel, I just don't trust. I just don't.
Oh,
You
no.
know, we like you hear like the transfer partners are coming. Man, that's not good enough for me.
Oh, I hear
Like,
you.
that's never good enough for me because coming could be 5 years from now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm trying to sell myself into an ecosystem that I might not get any value out of for 5 years. But if I'm on a cashback side, oh well. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to get value out of cashback. But
Yeah.
on points, I have to have a more guaranteed thing when I'm talking about points.
Because Michael said, I'm starting to believe Wells Fargo can be a good long term. So he's looking at it more so of a long term.
I
Well,
just don't
I'll just
like Wells
wait.
Fargo,
You can
honestly.
apply for a card at any time.
I close my
But
my
now
bank
or
account
5 years
with.
from now.
You
Yeah.
closed your bank account with Wells Fargo?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I find them too big to handle. The customer service is not there, so at least on the banking side. I don't know about the credit card side. I never had to call them for anything on my credit cards. I only have the build with them, and oh my god, what's the other one?
Oh, you have the bill?
I have the Bilt. Because I used to rent at an apartment that they were taking it, so it was
Okay.
great. I got
Yes.
like 38,000 points in a year.
Wow.
In a year,
See, if Wells had the built transfer partners, it'd be fire. And you would think that it's an easy slam dunk for them because built is a part of them, right? If they were able to get Hyatt or whatever that they have as a transfer partner or Marriott, bro, for no dollars out of your pocket a
the
year.
Bilt does have.
No, I know, but imagine if the autograph had those same partners, is what I'm saying. For no annual fee, it's a great card.
I
The
think the build
multipliers
is
are
very
there.
underrated. Now that we're talking about it,
The
the
build.
build is very underrated. Like it has decent multipliers. First of the month, they double everything, and then if you do rent, and they accept it, they accept credit cards. Amazing. Like I'm telling you, 38,000 points in 1 year.
That's
It,
fire.
Yeah, that's
it
pretty
was
good.
incredible, and I transfer everything to Hyatt, as you can imagine. So
You did.
And
Okay.
that's
my
because
biggest
that's what I
problem
do.
with Bilt is I'm old, man. I can't on the first day of the month, man. I'm not gonna remember. I'm not
You're
gonna
not gonna
remember.
remember.
It's one day. They gotta stretch it out for a week. If it was a weekend, it'd
Yeah.
be different. But that one
Yeah.
day, man, I'm not gonna remember. It was like
Sledge
11
is
Wow,
not
hours.
you got
lying.
to
Like,
get
man, I
six
miss
times
rent
the
day.
points on dining. So it says get double points on the first,
Yeah.
even more on rent day with 6 times the points on dining, 4 times the points on travel, and then 2 times the points on everything else except for rent.
But you have to use the card 5 times in a month.
Right.
Right.
And when I
That
met
too.
up with Sledge in Tampa, we're at the bar and we're looking at each other to see which card we're going to use. And Sledge had his built. He goes, bro, I got to use my card because I'm going to forget to use it 5 times. And we
Yeah.
started laughing because that's what would happen to me. I'm not going to remember if I did it 4 or 5 times. And then you're asked out because they're not going to give you the real multipliers.
Yeah. See, the thing about it is now you got to think about it from this perspective. For me personally, I put a couple $1,000 spent on those cards a couple times, didn't use it 5 times, and didn't get any points at all. Like you don't get the point. You don't get any points if you don't use it the 5 times. So yeah, that's the one thing about it, man. Like you have to actually really think about that card in order to use it.
And
Yo,
you don't have
Key
to
is
do with
coming
all
at
the
you
Amex
hard.
cards.
Exactly.
You keep,
That's what I'm saying.
What you
you
say
keep
now?
praising the gold, and you need to jump all the hook. You have to be
See,
LeBron James
But
to
you
work with
forgot.
it.
Wait, but you forgot what I said. I don't live off the credits.
Right.
If I miss the credits, then so be it with me with the Amex cards. My
Okay.
thing is about the points
It's about
from
the points.
spending. So
Yeah.
that doesn't play
But how do most people use it?
right. You're right. Most people. My the way my journey is, it's a lot different than most people. So I can't put myself in most people's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was talking to Anthony Venture earlier, and I was telling him because most people look for a gas multiplier. You look for grocery multipliers.
Like me, a
Dining.
cheapo.
I don't pay for gas at all. Like I
Oh,
don't pay
What?
for gas. My job pays for my gas, so I don't look for a gas multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and my wife, our credit card, our whole thing's separate, right? But she usually buys groceries. I don't look for groceries. You know what I'm saying? So my situation is a lot different than a lot of other people's.
Yeah. And that's why you have to look at it yourself, opposed to, you can see what people are using, but you have to take a look at your spend to see
Oh, for sure.
what are your categories.
Be honest.
Tasha, what's the category for you that you
Food.
think you spend? So it's food always. But let's say mine is food for home. Where do you
Right.
spend? What's the biggest spend?
I'm still gonna say food. It's gonna be food.
Okay. The reason I ask, and maybe the guys might be a little different here. Let's say so I'm in Jersey. The electric bills are outrageous, right?
Okay.
So I would look for a card that's going to give me great multipliers on an electric bill or utilities. And believe it or not, a sleeper card, and I'm saying it again,
Ooh, which one?
the Wyndham Business Earners
Hmm.
gives you 5 times on any utility, water,
Wow.
light, gas, and 8 times on gasoline purchases. I've made a killing. I automatically put my light bill on it, and it just hits it every month. like
Yeah, because
nothing.
sunlight bill is pretty. It's like I think this month it was 159.
So I'm at 350 on a plan because we pay everything here is gas and electric, right? So in the winter you get clubbed over the head with gas, and in the summer it's electric for the AC. So that's what I'm saying. There's specific cards that I have for the specific spend that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just got an email from them. All the stuff I was telling you before about online purchases and services, marketing, social media, 5 times.
So how do you like their hotels though?
I used it only in Europe, and it was amazing. You get diamond status with Wyndham, and we stayed in Schaffhausen in Switzerland.
That's where AWC is.
Right. I was on that street right there.
No.
Yes.
Are you joking?
No.
Ah.
So my cousin has a $35,000 IWC there, but the hotel, they gave me a suite. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. They gave us an upgrade. They put a bottle of champagne in the room. They gave us food, drink, like you name it, free breakfast for the family, not just 2 people.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it was a slam dunk. My understanding is, and I'm going to keep it real, I haven't stayed in one yet in the States, but internationally, it's up here.
I did stay once in Costa Rica, and I did like it. It was in a good location too. I mean, and to be fair, the price was very decent for whatever you could find around. Like it was high season. It was like 120, 130, and it was in an amazing location. It had the best view. But they just took over when I went. So
that's what it was with me. They just took over that spot because they're branching out. So for $95, Tasha, if you don't like spending a lot, but want a lot, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I want a lot, but I don't want to spend a lot.
But I'll give you a heads up. The Wyndham Business Earners Card was the biggest pain in the to apply for.
Yeah, that's what I remember you saying the last time.
They want to see your DNA, your firstborn, all the stuff they want. But once you get through, everything else is easy, and they got great customer service. So it's not a bad thing. It was just a process, right? But it's a keeper card. I'm not getting rid of that card. It's a keeper card. Yep.
Well, I want to say what's up to Caesar. What's going on?
How are you, Papa? How's the family at home? Because I know the storm hit you, Papi. Please I'm guessing you're okay.
How you doing?
Yeah. At least we know he has power because he's on.
Yeah. He has power.
That's a big plus right now.
Yeah, I hollered at him earlier. He said he good. He said the storm was like on the other side of the island.
Okay, it was on the other side. Yeah. That's good. So I know that we went from American Express, and then we were kind of talking about the Chase as well. So Sledge was saying that the Chase trifecta was trash. I mean, Sledge, what are you talking about here?
I gotta go into it. Listen, I gotta go into it because I'm gonna tell you why. It's not gonna be a standard reason on my way of thinking is always different than everybody's on these things, right?
No. Seriously.
The reason I say that is because when you're going into it, because a lot of people tell you to start with Chase, right?
Yeah.
You start with Chase, or whenever you get it, you think about they're dictating to you what cars you gotta have, right? Like they're dictating you those cars. You can't have transfer partners unless you have the preferred or the reserve or one of the ink, or the ink preferred. There's no way around it. Nobody complains about Chase dictating to you which cars you have to have. So if you want to earn any points, right, you got to get the Freedom Flex. Maybe I don't want the Freedom Flex that you know what I'm saying? The unlimited is trash. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody says. The unlimited is trash. The Freedom Flex, I might get a little bit more out of it, but you have to get these cars in order to really take advantage of it. So in my opinion, maybe the cars aren't trash, but the situation's trash.
Yeah. You got to say it how you normally say it, though.
No, it ain't just trash. It's trash. And that's a fact. No other issuer pushes you into certain cars, right? If you cancel all your American Express cars, as long as you have one that earns MR points, you cool.
But hold on. you can get a whole trifecta for $95.
What'd you call it?
Trifecta?
The hotel factor? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the standard Chase trifecta.
No, but listen, $95. You get all these cards that you hate, okay? But they don't cost you anything.
Right, I got you.
You only spend $95 to
I
get
understand
that
that.
transfer card.
Right. That's not.
What's
But
the
listen
hate?
listen to what I'm saying. They still dictating what cards you're gonna get, right?
Your
And
favorite
because of
card
that, so you
dictates
stuck in that 524 RAM,
but
right? So you already took up 3 of them. You already
your
took up 3 of
favorite
those
card
spots
dictates you to go to
because
Dunkin'
you have
Donuts.
to get these cards.
You have to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Damn.
Come on.
Yo, he just Dunkin' Donut you, bro.
But listen to what a situation go at, right? I say that the Chase trifecta is trash. You know what you do? You say Amex, the Amex gold is trash, or the thing. What does that have to do with the Chase trifecta being trash? Why deflect it to American Express? Because that's what everyone does. Is everybody
I'm
power
not
on
trashing the American
about what they
Express
do?
just to come back.
American
I'm
Express has
saying
nothing to do with Chase.
put everything to perspective, though.
American Express has nothing to do with Chase pushing you into those cards. Nothing at all.
It
right?
has to do with the fact that they push you to a bunch of different credits.
But okay, listen. So if you get Chase cards, American Express pushing you into credits. American Express has nothing to do with Chase, guys. Nothing at all.
And
You're making
Chase
them
has
have
nothing to
something
do with American Express, so why are you hating on them?
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, let me slow it down. What does Chase have to do with American Express?
I'm comparing your thought process. You're saying that Chase is trash because it's dictating you what you need to get. Nobody's pushing you to get any Chase card, so you might as well not. So I'm coming to your logic here, and I'm saying, okay, well, why are you needing all these credits? And I don't want Dunkin' Donuts or I don't want Walmart.
Don't get them, but we're not talking about that.
But don't
Well, I
get
think I
Chase.
kind of understand.
That has
It's
nothing to
just
do with what
like,
we're talking about.
Don't get
But I think
Chase.
what
If
he's
it's up for
saying
you, don't
is-
get it.
yeah, because I think what he's saying is it's just like, okay, so you're saying with Chase, they're making you get these other cards, but then with American Express, they're still forcing you to use these credits that are not really even good to begin with.
I got it. I got that. But that's not defending Chase. That's bashing American Express.
It's the same
You're
thing.
not defending Chase. You're bashing the whole.
I'm not trying to defend
That's
anyone.
like me saying
I'm
if
coming
I
to
complain
your
about
logic.
the breakfast at Marriott, would that have anything to do with the breakfast at Hilton? No, it's a whole nother place. It's
know
about
what?
them fixing what they have going on.
We need somebody neutral here. All right, we need Switzerland. I'm gonna be Switzerland right now.
Okay.
When I got into this game, I had no idea. I swear to God, what the Chase 524 rule was. None. I applied for 4 Amex cards first. Then the World of Hyatt was my first real Chase card. I didn't get the preferred till later on, months later. I don't have the Flex. I don't have the Unlimited. But their ink cards are phenomenal. So I have 2 ink cash cards, the ink preferred and ink unlimited, and I've made a killing because their multipliers are great for what we use. So I do use them. And for no money for 2 of them or $95 for the ink preferred, where else are you going to get a business card right now that's going to give you 120,000 UR points that are valuable for $95? Nowhere. So I get what you're saying about a trifecta. I don't like trifectas. I never really liked that term because
I don't either.
not everybody likes it.
Yeah.
One of those 3 cards might not fit for me, right? So, but for me, the ink cards, except for the unlimited, to me, the unlimited is trash. Let's just call it that because it's like the same. The ink unlimited and the regular unlimited is the same crap. 1.5 is all it is. But the cash one, the ink cash and the preferred, 3 times on travel, 3 times, they're powerful. And for the price and the value that an ultimate reward point gives you, it's a lot. Especially that you could not only move them to Hyatt, but into Marriott. So if you have Amex and Chase and you're a Marriott fanboy, you're in heaven. because you
But
got
listen,
two
I
piles.
agree with you, Joe.
Right.
I 100% agree with you. But the standard change trifecta still trash.
Oh no, and I'm not disagreeing. That's why Switzerland came in. All right,
Right. But
Switzerland
not
came in,
from, see,
and we broke it up here.
right. Constantino is coming from, you're not getting the perspective that I'm saying. I'm not talking about like you can get whatever cars you want to get. Those cars can fit you to a T. What my point behind it is having to get the specific card, whether it's the reserve, whether it's the preferred, whether it's the ink preferred, in order to have access to the transfer partners. That's my biggest point behind it. That's the trash part about it.
No,
You
and
know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
that.
Because you want to earn points with the other cards. That's fine. But my thing is having to get those specific cards. Why wouldn't all you are earning points get you access to the transfer partners? To me, that would be a better situation.
Because like many other companies, I'm not gonna mention any names. They're trying to make you not use everything.
Exactly.
If they
They try
wanted
to
you
make
to
money.
use everything, they would just give it everything in one card, and they wouldn't make you try to get different cards and forget to use a specific card at a specific time. So
Right.
they're all in the same game.
You
We
know who's not
that.
in the game? You know who's
Who's
not in the
that?
game? And this is the most slept on. I'm gonna feel like Nell right now.
Hit me.
See.
The Discover It.
Wow.
My Puerto
Yeah.
Rican Discover It card.
But
All right, it's the only card I had that was cash back until the Wells. And I'm not gonna lie to you. In the first year, this is straight up fire because everywhere I went during those category times, 10 times back for the first year, bro.
yeah.
And this was savage for no annual fee. And the credit limits are ridiculous. And you don't have to go through hoops. Whether they're going to get killed when Capital One eventually
Yeah,
takes
that's what I
over,
was gonna say.
you know, it's going to go bye-bye. But at least I have a Puerto Rican flag card.
Yeah,
But,
that's nice.
you know, so there's a lot of options. And that's why I love this conversation because not a lot of people want to have this conversation. And Sledge woke up on the wrong side of the bed today,
Oh,
as
yeah.
I see.
Hey,
I
But
can
I
look.
will
tell.
say, because it's
What
like
did I tell you last time, Joe?
I
You
know,
skip
but
Bayless of the
whenever
group.
Sledge has his do-rag on, you know it's a wrap. He's
If
in a
we-
bad
if we
mood.
get up here and
He's
we all agree
busy,
on
it's a
everything,
wrap.
it's gonna be boring.
so Sledge, let me
So I'm gonna play
ask
the
you
bad
this.
guy every time.
Sledge, let me ask you this. So what do you really like the most with the American Express? Because you still have the gold and the platinum.
I don't have to go anymore.
You don't have the gold anymore, just the platinum.
Yeah.
So you're
And the
you're
green.
using your points to transfer over to other places, right? To transfer partners.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I use them. Right. Exactly. I use them for transfer partner. Well, because I have Delta and Hilton cards, I haven't really been transferring any MR points. I've been kind of stacking them because I have like a long list of places to go next year. But I've been using my Hilton and my Delta points for travel for pretty much. And then because I do get the airline credit with the platinum and Aspire, if I hear my dog barking, I use that for the United Travel Bank so I can get free flights out of them guys. You know what I mean? That's how I'm getting to New Orleans on United. I never fly to United because United from my airport is probably the most expensive airline there.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that United card that you and Lonnie,
That's Joe and Lonnie.
Joe. Yeah.
I have both. I have the personal and the business. And I'm going to throw this out there now for those of you that are new to this on this channel. I'm not going to lie because I have a lot of the guys that did this that were viewing the lives we did. If you go to flybases.com, literally Flybases, they give you the status match for United Premier 1K for under $400 for 4 months. And I showed Sledge and Chad, the guy that got one of the guys that got it got 4 upgrades to first class on one trip.
Whoa.
I got 2 going to Florida in July, going and coming. So for that amount alone, because you could book economy, it automatically gives you economy plus for free off bat for you and 8 people.
Wow. And that would
then
work. We were just on American to Barcelona for 8 hours.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to be comfortable. I'm 6 foot. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be trapped in the back. I can't. You know, so
Yeah,
the United cards, and then if you have both, you get 4 United Club passes in total, 2 from each card every year. And not for nothing, but where I live in Newark, in New Jersey, that United Lounge, there's a few of them, are beautiful. They're actually better than the priority pass lounges elsewhere, you know, in that airport. So
Man, priority pass lounges in the States is trash though.
no, and I hear you, but the United Club Lounge is fire. Like it's really, really nice. So
I've never been in a United Club, man. It's the only one I've never been in.
So I think it's worth it for the price. And if you can get into that United ecosystem, if they fly out from where you live, Tasha, it's worth it. For me, that's the hub. So there's nothing like if I want to fly Delta, I got to go to JFK or Newark or LaGuardia. Okay. So I got to cross 2 bridges to get to the airport and pay $38 before I step foot in the airport. So you weigh the cost of the flight and just getting there, or a cab is going to cost me $150.
Ooh.
From New Jersey to New York is $150. So I'd rather stay here and fly comfortable. So if you're going to do United, it's a really great card and it's worth it. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but it still depends on where you're coming from.
Of course, of course, puppy. 100.
It definitely depends on where you come from.
No, you got to stick with the airlines that are near you, because you don't want to pay 3 times the amount for a flight. Just like if I want to go to Jacksonville, where my house is there in Florida, I can take the direct flight from United. If I use Delta out of Newark, I have to stop in Atlanta. I don't want to stop in Atlanta.
Right, you just want to
kill me to do a change there. You know, a 2-hour flight becomes a 4.5-hour flight. No, I don't want to do it. So that's the problem, you know.
Yeah,
that is the problem with Delta a lot of times, man. They love to send you to Atlanta for everything.
Constantino, where do you live, puppy?
I'm in Maryland, right outside DC. So
okay. And what's the airline there? I don't know what.
I mean, we have 2 international airports close by and 1 national. So we have
Reagan, right? Reagan is one of them.
Reagan is the national. We have Dallas International, that's in the Virginia side, and then we have the Baltimore airport. So it's 2 international and 1 national.
And what airline do you normally use?
I used to use Southwest. I was about to say.
You're Southwest.
So you're talking about
BWI. I like BWI.
BWI was going all the time. So, but the problem is this: after COVID, they start slashing their flights and they start adding a bunch of stops. And I canceled that priority card that I had after 4 years.
Oh, Southwest?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was using it primarily to go to Costa Rica. It was a nice direct flight, and now it's not. I have to stop somewhere all the time, either Florida or Texas. So it doesn't make any sense. I fly Avianca, and Avianca goes directly. So that's what I do, unfortunately. Okay. But yeah, typically if I travel Avianca when I go to Costa Rica. If I travel domestically, doesn't matter. I can do whatever, the cheapest. And when I go to Greece or Europe, whatever, I typically fly with Lufthansa. So whatever works with that Star Alliance cards, I transfer to Lufthansa. That's what I do.
Yeah, but you're a big dude. How big are you? Like, for you to tell me that you could sit in the back of a plane, you look like
big. I'm shorter than you. First of all, I'm 5'10".
Okay.
5'10".
But that's not short.
I'm fat. I'm fat. That's why I look big.
No, like I thought you were like a tall. Like when I saw Chad and I met Chad, I was like that, you know. And Chad was like, "Yo, bro, I didn't know you were that tall." And I was like, "Yeah," but you know, my son, like I joke, my son flies Spirit because he's only 5'6".
No, that's terrible.
No, but he's 5'6". So he goes, "Daddy, for me, it's like flying Etihad. Like I have all the leg room in the world because he doesn't need the leg room, you know."
Yeah, no. That I would not do again. I did it once.
I
never saw even the little
I haven't
exposed metal tables in the front. Like I'm like, this is dangerous. I can get into a turbulence and hit myself and get cut.
Man.
Like, what is that? And then there's no padding in the seat. Like, no, forget it. Like, yeah. I wouldn't do that. But I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna suffer whatever hours. I keep all these points, and then I get in a nice hotel. That's what I
Okay,
do.
fair
That's,
enough. So you spend it there. Okay.
yeah.
For sure.
But let me ask you this: when you closed your Southwest card because you had it for 4 years, how did it impact your credit score? Or
Not
it didn't
much.
matter?
Not
Nothing.
much. Not much
Mhm.
because I have very good credit score. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not excellent, but it's like I have like 750 or so
Yeah,
right now
that's
after the closings and everything. So, yeah, it dropped like a few points, but so what? Like,
because I was like, look, if I keep that American Express card, I'm gonna have to close some of them other cards.
And you know what though? If the card, okay, that Southwest card, you had cards before it, right?
what
Yeah.
do you mean? Yes.
Mhm.
Right. So closing is not like it affected your age of credit all like that because you already had cards that were longer than that one.
Well,
So
Mhm.
closing
you
is
see,
not
the
that
age
big
of
of a deal.
credit is a big issue for me because I'm also newer in the country. So I'm not like I wasn't born here. So
Okay, gotcha. So you
you know,
started with a credit score here.
yes.
Yeah.
Like I
So
started with credit score at 30, 31, something like that. So
Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Another thing about that is Tasha, like if you the big thing with the credit score more than the age of credit is as long as you pay your score, paying your balances down, it's not gonna have that big of effect on you because
Yeah.
what kills people is they close a card so the utilization go up, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't
Yeah.
have no
I don't. Yeah. I
utilization,
don't have any.
it's not gonna affect
Yeah.
you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've closed cards and lost no points. So
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was considering it. I don't know. But I'm just like, kind of going back there, and I know what you're saying because it's just like on the one hand, $375 or 325, but even 250. I was kind of thinking in my mind, like, why? But I feel like I'm cheap.
You're not cheap. You're frugal. Both of
I'm
you are
frugal.
frugal.
Yes.
And so it's just like that 250. I just, I don't know. It's just I can't really see it. You know what I'm saying? Especially but it's just like overall, I'm not gonna lie and say I do like the card, but now that it's gonna be higher, and then with some of the different offers that they have now, especially like Dunkin' Donuts and all that, it's just like I don't know how that's gonna work out for me. So we'll see. Because when I got the card, I knew the year one was gonna be amazing for me. And then I'm just like, well,
Like in every card.
hmm.
Like with every card.
right.
Yeah, like with every car, exactly. But then year two, how is that gonna work? So and then I had got the Hilton Surpass, and I'm just like, when they didn't give me the points for the Surpass, I'm like, I'm still salty about that. And I'm just like,
Why did they give you the points?
because I guess when I tried to apply for it the year before, I got the pop-up that they weren't going to give me the point, so I didn't apply for it. And then for this year, once it had the 170, I wanted it was either 170 or 175. I was like, ooh, I'm going to get it this time. But I was making sure, I was taking a look, and I'm just like, let me make sure, is this pop-up going to happen? And it did not. So I went on and applied for it because I'm not going to apply for no card that I'm not going to get no points for. And then because I had applied for 2 cards in one day, so I got the City Platinum, and then I got the Surpass. So I had put my spin on the Surpass, and then I put my spin on the City, and then I had got my City points, and then I didn't get my Surpass points. And so I'm just looking like, what's going on, looking. And then finally I called them, and they was like, nope, you're not gonna get it. But they never really said why, but probably because I have the everyday. That's the first one that I got, American Express. Then I got the gold, and then I have the business, and then I had got the honors. So
I
I'm
talked
just,
her out of canceling it.
yeah, because I'm just like, literally, y'all, I got so mad. I was gonna close all my American Express cards. I'm like, I don't even care. I'll close all of them.
I think there's somebody on the screen that would agree with you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, they did it for me.
They
I don't
did it.
know.
I'm
It's
Yeah,
reversed.
they did it. Yeah,
Yo,
that's how they did
dead
it.
ass, dead ass. Constantino's videos were like a novela on the Spanish channel, like on Univision. Every week I see him. He's in his sofa and then he's got a face, and he just starts, and all that was missing was a dude on a horse with a cowboy hat coming through, because he was the novela, bro.
Well, what can I say? I mean, you know what? Looking back now, I know probably why that happened.
Right.
But it was crazy because you're talking about spending and everything and having authorized users and whatever. We were spending all together tens of thousands of dollars a month.
Wow.
And they probably didn't like it in the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a combination of that. And I talked on those videos about it. I mean, I talked with American Express customer service before, and that's my fault. Obviously, it comes to me in the end of the day. I talked to them, and back then I was thinking about sending a credit card for my mother. So I say, okay, if I want to buy her something, I can say, you know what, go get something, and I'll pay for it. I did it. The guy said, oh, if you do it, you're responsible for the card. So it doesn't matter if she has Social Security, if she lives here or whatever. The guy was trying to push the card, okay? They had an offer back then, 10,000 points if you get an authorized user on the card, something like that. So he was obviously trying to push the card. And then I stayed with that information in my mind. I got cards I gave to some people I trust. Never signed them up with like Social Security and stuff. And in the end, I think that's what happened because after the fact, somebody pointed out, they're like, you know what? You're supposed to do that. So I went on the website and I did find information that says, you know what? We give you like 30 days or so. And then,
okay.
yeah. I mean, people need to know that. And you're supposed to put their Social Securities on file. And I didn't. But I didn't like for a good 4 months. And it was running. Everything was running fine. And one day, and all of them, because I had them only in the gold and the platinum. And I had a bunch of other American Express cards that they were not on. But then they canceled everything.
They cancel all of them.
But I wasn't blacklisted or anything because I was able to get the business,
Right.
the business plus. So I did get that back.
They never sent you an email about it or anything?
No. I got the email that they were canceled.
Wow.
The reason, no reason. When I called, they said, we'll send you a letter. They sent the letter, and all they said in the letter was a payment was bounced. They were trying to pay from an overseas bank. A payment was bounced. But it wasn't the first time. So I don't know. It was bouncing. I don't know why. I guess it's an internet bank that they were using. So be careful with that because if it bounces, it creates, I guess, a track. Nothing weird. It's just an international bank.
Right.
But that created the issue for them or the alarm, and then they checked into everything because that was the official. The official note said that it's because whatever that bounce was. They said one.
They thought you were scamming.
Yeah.
But they were getting there. See, this is the thing. If I try to pay you and it bounces, and then 2 minutes later, you accept it and everything goes fine, what's the big deal? I don't understand. Like, it happened a few times. Same minute, 2 minutes later, payment would go through and process. So, okay.
They still wanted the money.
Yeah, I know.
But
then they decided until they did it,
regardless
right? Until they did it.
If the payment go through, they're going to take it.
Yeah, until they did it.
Yeah, they'll take the money.
And they
They'll
took.
take the money.
So this is the thing why I feel bad about it because the first few, it was 120,000 points that we got in the first month. I used it. I went on vacation. I'm like, next time, guys, it's you. And all the points, poof, nothing. They took everything. Wow, that was
They
terrible.
took all the points and everything.
That's savage. That's savage.
I mean, I was paying the annual fees. I was paying the authorized users. We were putting tens of thousands on the cards.
Bro,
we were
that's
only
crazy.
using that.
Yeah, I asked you about the email because when I put my kids on initially, they sent me an email a couple of times because I didn't put the social on, right away or whatever.
Oh, they did, but that's as a primary user.
No. For my kids, it's
Oh,
authorized
for your
use.
kids. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. They sent me like reminder emails like 2 times, and then I just did it.
Well, they didn't send anything to me.
Okay. See, and they did. So that just when I have my sister, my brother-in-law, everybody and their mother on the, and they kept sending me those reminders, and then I would
Yeah.
have to call my sister and go, "Yo, did you put your social or did you go on the app and add it?" Because I didn't know it off bat when I signed them up.
Right.
So they give you, I think, 30 days or whatever, and then they
Right.
tell you the car will become invalid. So, but I'm sure that, like you said, paying the from a foreign bank or from another institution out of the state
That's what
always with these people raises, especially with the amount you were putting on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because that's a lot. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you'd be killing the game.
Oh my god! And it was all like good points, right? It was all flights, hotels,
No, you were living large, kid. That's why I would look at his videos and he looked depressed because I'm like, what?
The wolf.
He's
It
like living
was
large.
the Wolf of Wall Street.
We got a question for you. When you have all of your authorized users send you money so that you can pay the bills from one account?
So,
but then they would have to like send, right? Is it for you? I don't know. It takes time for all this to happen, and they need to plan in advance. Who does that?
yeah, I have access. So my sister and them, they have their own Amex app, access.
Yeah.
So they just pay the card there. Like literally, my sister's in Key West right now using the Platinum to rent a car, and she went on a boat, and she pays it right there. I see it where it has her own like logo, her initials that she paid. So Anthony's in the back, Tasha. He just texted me.
Okay, let me see. Oh, there he is at the bottom.
You can leave them back there.
Yo,
This dude
Coño,
finally made it.
Antonio.
Look at everybody's face, disappointed at me. Come on.
We're just about to get off.
All right. Well.
You just came in with 2 seconds left. We were saying
Oh,
goodbye. We were saying, "Te veo, mi gente."
listen, it was a rough 5 hours. All right. Just give me some grace this one time.
Pobrecito Antonio.
Oh,
So do we give Anthony some crap now? Because we've been giving each other crap. Do we give him
Yes.
some crap?
all right, fine.
Absolutely.
Let's hear it.
Baptism by fire. Tasha, throw some crap at Anthony. Let the pretty one do it. Go ahead, Tasha.
Let's hear it.
Hit him
We
first.
actually missed some questions in the beginning though.
Did we miss some questions in the
Yeah,
beginning?
it was some questions towards the beginning. I know Juan asked a couple questions.
Let's see.
They probably like closer to the top
Okay, let's see. Here's the first question. What are your thoughts on the devaluation of Qatar for the short haul flights with the American airline redemption?
I have no clue.
For me, I don't care. I don't care. I use British Airways avios to get American Airlines, but I've never used Qatar. So, from my personal experience, I have none. You know what I mean? So,
Constantino said he used Southwest.
Qatar. That's too fancy, man.
That's too full. Well, let's ask the young kid, Anthony. What do you think about the short haul? We're gonna throw you right here under the bus, bro.
You're not
because
good.
you look cute and the hair's fly. It is what it is. Go ahead.
Oh Lord. And you can see this really giant. We got some acne right here too. Isn't that great? Isn't that
Oh.
You know what
fantastic?
that is? I couldn't see. I'm sorry, puppy.
Oh, let me give you some clarity. No, the only thing I know about this is I saw Luke in the Discord mention something about it where it seemed like the actual points value was only reduced by maybe 10%. So at his first glance, he didn't think it was that big of a deal. I've never used any of these programs, so I have no real opinion outside of that, unfortunately.
And can we ask Anthony his thoughts on the gold card for American Express and whether he thinks it's worth it now at $325?
Ooh, tell
And why
us.
he does 75 videos on how great Amex is, but he's going to cancel it tomorrow. But then he does it and talks about MasterCard. Can we ask him that?
Actually,
I hate the card. I absolutely. I don't care about the card whatsoever. Let me actually.
Where's the other one? Where's the other one?
I don't care about the card whatsoever. Actually,
Whoa.
some of the worst.
He's flexing. He's flexing.
Okay, why?
No, I don't think it's a bad card. I think it's actually, well, I mean, if we're talking the changes, if I'm not being facetious, I think the changes are largely beneficial for most people. I think Resi's great. Got easy value out of Resi. I think, adding 5 guys was a pretty cool introduction. I got 5 guys yesterday with the credits, so it wasn't too bad. Sorry, I didn't even mention Tasha. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here with these.
Of course, thank you for joining.
Scoundrels. It's glad to finally meet you, face to face in this way. But outside of that, yeah, I think the gold card is largely positive for anybody who valued it prior to. I just think in my life, I'm trying to. As people make fun of me now, they call me Anthony Butcher Shop Venture because that's all I talk about now. It's like I'm not going to the grocery store. I want to get everything from the butcher shop. So things that you would buy from there are things that don't align with Uber Eats or dining credit, or really the Resi credit would be the only thing that aligns with that. So for those reasons, I figured I could save $325, and use it towards like future hotels and stuff. So But I took the retention offer too, so my gold's still staying until about February.
Oh, okay.
I think Matt Clausen said that the Attune card pays for butcher shops. You get like 4 times.
Oh, does it really? Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna have to.
Right? Wasn't that right, Sledge? Isn't that what Matt said at one point, that the Attune gives you 4 times?
Butcher
you were asking the wrong person.
Well, ask him about the next thing. What are you thinking about the Chase trifecta?
Oh yes. Ask him.
Okay.
Constantinos, ask Anthony. Go break his.
All right. What's going on here? What's going on? Let's do it.
Okay, is it good or is it trash?
Judging by that question, I'm guessing there was somebody in this room who said the trifecta was trash, and I'm guessing it was Tasha actually.
I said it just like that.
Just exactly
You
right.
go under the bus, Tasha.
She said it's not trash, but it's trash. The Chase trifecta. I mean, look, I never really. I've never completed a trifecta in my life. I don't really see the point in it. And to be honest, I've had to come to terms with myself that over the past, I guess, 6 years of being in the game, all I've ever done was chase welcome offers. And I'm not ashamed to say it anymore. All right, I am very much in the game of just getting a new card for the value. If it can stick around, cool. If not, I mean,
Yep.
The cost of acquisition on all these new cards is just, it's so low that it leads me to not have to worry about any redemptions whatsoever. I mean, forget it. I mean, this is not a great hotel. It's a Hyatt place out in Raleigh, but it's 6,500 points. But you think about how many friggin' ink cards I was able to get this year. I mean, it's a very small percentage, as opposed to if I spent money on a Chase trifecta, it would take a while to earn 6,500 points at my current spending regimen. So yeah, for me, it's get some ones more.
Okay,
Wow. So speaking of that, go ahead, Sledge.
Okay, now I'm going to tell Anthony my perspective on it, because if you just heard that I said that the trifecta was trash, then you would think in general thinking the limited, the flex, and the whatever sapphire cards you get, right? That's not what I was talking about. What I was talking about was, in order to make the trifecta work, you have to have specific cards, right? So you basically, if you say that you want to chase trifecta, it's not like you can just get any chase cards. You have to get these, because you have to have a sapphire card in order to make it work. It wouldn't be trash if any earning card could transfer, points to transfer partners. That's my point behind it. Like, any card can work for anybody. I think the limit is trash, but that's me. It probably works for somebody. But
do you feel the same about the
concept of the way that you have to get it?
Do you feel the same about the ink trifecta, the Chase ink trifecta?
I feel that way about any because I'm the same way. I always said I don't believe in trifectas, but I believe that about anything that you're forced into certain cards in order to get it, right? What if I only wanted the ink unlimited and or whatever, but I have to get the ink preferred because that's the one that gets me the transfer card. Even though I don't want that card, I have to get that card in order to have access to it. So yeah, that's my point behind it.
It
If
all
I
sounds
extend
serious.
that, though, I can say the same for. He's laughing already.
What is that? You about to go back to Dunkin' Donuts?
No, I'm not gonna say Dunkin' Donuts, but I can say if I want to extend that, I can say that hey, if I want lounge access, I have to get a specific card. But if I want to get nice multipliers, I have to get another card, but it doesn't offer lounge access.
Yeah. But
So you have give and take on
then
every
you go
card.
into something remedial though. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still fly the plane. You still get the points to fly the plane. You still get the points to go to the hotel. You still get those points, no matter which American Express card you have, right? Or which Capital One card you have, or whatever. You don't get the same thing unless you have the preferred or the reserve. You can't. You don't have anything. You're not even on the plane.
Yeah.
You know, right now Anthony's like, why didn't I drive another hour?
Hey, look, this is gonna be.
Anthony's like,
not even on the plane.
"Shit, why did I stop?
No, I like this. If maybe I like that we can add some contention. Maybe is there any other hot takes that we had that I can?
You missed all the hot takes.
Oh,
Homie,
no.
just look at Sledge. When Sledge has the headgear, the bandana, the look, that's when he's pissed off. Look, you could tell, bro.
No.
He woke up on the wrong side of the sledge. That's what he did today.
And Joe wouldn't let nobody talk. Joe just kept talking.
I had
Joe don't want to let nobody talk. Everybody
I had to stick to my guns,
can't
man.
nobody get a word in because Joe just keep talking.
There's always another story. There's another person.
Wow,
you were speaking
Anthony.
Spanish to some guy, and then I'm just.
Oh, you know what? Your boy Calby just said he made fun of your hair. Number one, he called you a liar. Number two, and he said Anthony needs to be called out. Ooh,
all right,
that's your boy Calby.
Oh,
Those are fighting words from the comment section.
Well, when I see Calby, there's gonna be a problem. when I see Calby,
I'm telling you right there. So there you go.
Well, I think we should set up a creator boxing match then. I think that's what.
Is he gonna be there in New Orleans? Is he gonna be in New Orleans?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. So look, They Hate Me asks, are any of you applying for cars before the end of the year? If so, which ones?
For me, the guaranteed AA executive card. Yeah, that's the only one I know that's guaranteed, and I'm pretty sure I'll pick up something else. I probably, if I don't know, I might try my luck with an ink card. Who knows? Just for the, just for the points. I'm not sure, but the AA card definitely for sure.
Okay.
I mean,
anybody else?
I'm gonna get a few more inks probably before the year ends.
I could have answered that question for you. I should have answered.
Yeah, man, because September 4th, I think September 4th is when the 40K referral bonus goes down. So between my wife and I, I'm trying to get a couple more of those. A couple in cashes, get 6 months to hit that spend. I mean, that's easy money for me, I think.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah. No, increase for me too. The preferred because I wasn't expecting to have travels anytime soon, but my wife is going. She's traveling, so we're gonna spend a lot of money. Tickets, food, whatever. So it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might look into the United because I know y'all been talking about it. So I might consider it. I've already opened 2 cards this year, and so I might look for another. And I'm gonna look at closing some too. So let's see.
I'm gonna do the business. If I can find how to get $15,000 to spend, I want to do the Amex Platinum business because they offered me 250,000 points.
Ooh.
When did that expire, Joe?
Huh?
When did that expire?
September 3rd, I think it is.
Wow.
So I'm trying to finagle something here still, but if not, I would really like to hold off to see if Citi comes out with their Elite or Wells comes out with the Beyond. But I have other options out there, like a Delta card, because their bonuses were really high now, or the Marriott Brilliant, because Marriott's been good so far to me. So I have their business card. I might do the Brilliant. But Chase, there's no other real card out there right now that calls my attention. Wells, other than if they put a new product out. I don't want the journey. So, but something like that, something that the platinum business, I think I can actually get more stuff out of than I did with the gold, just because of their where you're going to get your points from with them. So I think I can use that to my advantage.
Okay. So we got Key asks, what is the one item you will not be traveling to NOLA without?
That's easy.
What's
Hairspray.
Hairspray. I think we got 3 guys on here. We're
Deadass.
gonna have to see who has the best hairdo when we get
Ooh, we could do that.
Yo.
Hey,
there.
Hairspray, my brushes, my gel, whatever. If it's humid, my gel,
Right.
I think I would win though because I have the least maintenance. I think everybody else here does
I
products.
don't know. I don't know if that's true, Anthony.
No, I would say I might
I'm
have the
pretty
least
sure that's not
maintenance.
true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anthony's pretty low maintenance.
Anthony's low
Especially on dates,
Sledge is,
Anywho.
I don't know. Sledge has a regimen. You could tell. Sledge looks like he's 35. There's no way without
True,
all the other stuff. He has like those serums and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what I can't live.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I can't live. Yeah, I gotta
man.
have my serums now.
And
Come on.
Constantino's is like
acid.
28. Look at him. Constantino's is Greek. Bro, you guys don't age. You could live to 140 and look like you're 75. What the hell?
Oh, you're so kind.
We got this question. Leonardo asked, what is a good travel card to pair up with the Bilt card?
That's a good question.
Depends. I use the bill card because of Hyatt. So whatever Chase card that can transfer to, that I can get
Right.
the points to transfer to Hyatt.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because the Hyatt card is trash. Let's just call it what it is. There's nothing there.
The night, the anniversary night.
Well, that one, yeah, but
Yeah,
I get it. But what I'm saying is, even when you open it up,
it's trash. Yes,
it's not
yes.
great. But
When
I
it
like
at
the way you say
60,000
it.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Now the business Hyatt card is trash though.
Really?
Business Hyatt card is trash. No free night. Come on, man.
Yeah.
With that annual fee, they
$100.
gotta give you a free night.
Yeah.
You would think so.
Yeah.
But I would say for that person that has the bill, a Chase card makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Transfer the points there.
Definitely. If you want to transfer to Hyatt,
Right.
Yes.
you know what I mean. If you want to transfer to Hyatt,
Xavier said, I'm gonna grab about 2 to 3 more cards. I'm gonna try to grab the city cards. Yeah, the ones with no annual fee. That's what I'm talking about. Xavier. No annual fee.
You and RJ will get along just fine.
And look, cause look, Joe, you got what, a couple of are you up to over 3,000 or 4,000 for annual fees? And I know Sledge got about 6,000 annual fees. No way. And then I got 500. I think I might be up to like 543, 500.
Oh, wow.
That's one card.
That's one card.
That's
Yeah.
on Monday.
That's one day.
I have right now. I have 2,615 in annual fees.
Oh my Lord.
3,040.
Oh, 3,040.
Wow.
Wow.
Constantino's.
Just under 400.
Okay.
You said how much?
How much?
Just under 400.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Exactly.
because you have no more cards
Come
left,
on.
Constantinos. Of course, you have no annual fees.
You missed
Every-
the
all
last
you-
one. No, I do have my in cards. I do have my in cards. I do have the IHG.
Right. That's right.
So 95 there, 95 for the Hyatt, 95. Well, I guess not anymore. I had the preferred. And then what's the fourth? The city that became Strata, but it was Premier.
Got it, Premier.
Not bad.
And Anthony, where are you at?
I was just trying to do it in my head. I don't know. I mean, I have a platinum, the gold, at least for right now. Delta Gold business. Sapphire preferred. Are we counting her cards? I mean, she pays her annual fees,
So you're like at 1,400 right now from what you just said.
I think I'm around 14.
Right.
I think I'm around 14, maybe
It
1,500.
makes sense. It makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think gold and platinum might be constant.
Say hi to my Princess Elsa, Anthony.
Will do.
Honestly.
Juan said, I'm working on 2 subs, one with Chase and one with Amex. I want to know if gift card buying factors into it. Does anyone have personal experience with buying gift cards for a sign-up bonus?
Yeah, I technically did it once. I didn't hit the whole. I didn't hit the whole spend, but I used it in part. I was buying gift cards for Amazon to buy my MacBook, and I figured I'd put it under the in cash because you get 5% off a supply store. So I bought the gift card there, get 5% of the gift card. It also gave me like $800 towards the spend. But that was my only experience with it. And yes, it does count towards the spend.
I've never done it. I'm a straight up punk.
Yeah,
I was afraid.
Yeah.
I just don't like having a lot of gift cards.
I'm like, I'm Puerto Rican. They'll put me in prison just for thinking about it. I don't look cute in orange.
Xavier said, I'm wrapping up the CDAA Platinum. And let's see. So I guess he's going to be in New Orleans.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Xavier does not pay for a drink over there, right, Sledge?
No,
I haven't
we got
met
Xavier.
Xavier. I haven't met Xavier. So
We got him.
Xavier.
He gave you a super chat right off top.
yeah, but I'm saying I'll have to
¿A dónde vas?
yeah, I'm gonna have to meet him and say thank you in person.
Xavier is the man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Unless y'all think I missed any.
I don't think so, my
I
love.
think I got them all.
Yep.
Yeah. So, any last remarks before we go?
Can we say one thing about one thing?
He said he might pay for some drinks.
No.
Yes.
One thing about using no annual fee credit cards to cover expenses that are unforeseen and always have one in rotation. I do that all the time. It helps me a lot because I don't want to keep money in the bank. I invest everything. So something happens, immediately I just cover it. 2-3 months later, it's all done, but I don't pay any fees. And actually, Wells Fargo has the best for that. What's the name of that card?
Active Cash?
Which one?
The Active Cash?
No.
No, not Active Cash.
Oh.
I can't-
I know what you mean.
that red card. Come on.
Yes.
And I have it. Anyway, 21 months.
Oh yes. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. I'm trying to think of.
And I have it on the tip of my
I
tongue.
can't think of it either.
Yeah, 21 months. So you don't need to go to any
Reflect.
sketchy person.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. So you
Reflect.
don't need any sketchy person. You don't need any crazy loans. You go there. If it's a small amount, like, I don't know, whatever, they give you $5,000, $10,000, whatever. So you use it. And then you don't need to answer to anyone. You just pay with your pace 21 months you have. So,
Oh, that's amazing. And you know, see, look, this is the thing. I'm not for Wells Fargo. I don't have any of their cards, but zero annual fee. Well, no annual fee, and then 0% interest for 21 months. But I usually pay all of my credit cards off every month. So,
right.
But
for emergencies, though,
Right.
if there's
Great.
somebody that needs something really quick, unforeseen, whatever, 21 months is almost 2 years.
yeah,
Okay, so I think it's great.
And
I
for
always have
balance
one
transfers,
rotation.
they're giving you 4 months on a balance transfer. Normally on a card like that, they only give you 1 or 2. That's great.
It's a great product. Yeah.
balance transfers. Okay, because you know, with the Discover It, they give you what 15 months for the balance
Right.
transfer.
Yep. 15.
You never know when emergency can come up, man. These cards can definitely come in handy.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
listen, if you just have an extremely large purchase, sometimes it just makes more sense to put it on that 0% annual fee. APR card, and you can have your money somewhere where it's making money, and just pay it off over time, rather than just taking $7,000-8,000 out of your bank account that you don't have anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have access to it anymore because you used it to pay. When you can pay it, if you lock that money down and you pay it at, during that time period, to me, that's a smarter play than to just use the money out of your bank account.
unless you don't have.
Yeah, this is a
discipline.
good point, though. What do y'all say to this one? Because it says personal utilization will hit the credit report hard if you leave a balance. So,
Well, that's true.
It depends. It depends also on what's your total, right? So
yep,
Right,
if you have 100,000 and you spend 5,000 on it, so what?
right,
that's it.
right. That's the big thing. 'Cause, I mean, personally, not tripping or nothing, but I got somewhere around 300K in total credit, probably a little over that. So
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. How many people do
500,
you think have over 100K
it's
in
not going to affect
personal?
very much.
But how many people do you think have a over 100K?
That's another. That's why I said it can. You know what I'm saying? That can be an issue.
Yeah,
It can
You
be
know, I
your
think
only card.
it comes into when you have a family, when you have things that come up, when you have kids, when you have this and that, a house. You never know what goes, and that's when you have that issue. Like, and sometimes, and I know a lot of people on YouTube love to say, "Oh, I have zero all the time, every single time." Bro, God bless you, because that's not real life for a lot of people. And I'm lucky, Sledge. I don't have like that, but I'm at, I think, like 220 in available credit, and I use about 7% because I'm
Right.
still paying off stuff that was like an AC unit is $10,000. I don't,
yeah. See, that's what I was saying. That's
I
what
ain't
I
rolling
did,
like that,
Joe.
so I have to like
Yeah,
drag it out, and I know it sits. And
Absolutely.
I
yeah.
like what the gentleman just said. That it'll hit, but the difference is let it hit on a zero annual fee on a 0% than a 29%. I'll take that
Right,
any day.
Sure.
right. Cause see,
Yeah.
Joe, that's what I did when I had to get an AC unit a few years ago, and when I had Bank of America, I put it on the Bank of America card, and then that's how I ended up getting on Discover, and then I transferred it over to Discover, and I had the 15 months, and I paid it off in the 12 months. So
That's what I did.
Hmm.
I went from the business gold. I was able to move it over because I couldn't swing it no more.
Hmm.
So that's
yeah.
smart.
But look, this is what he say: put it on that business card and
And
hide.
hide it. Yeah.
But the thing about that is, you care about if you really have a business, you care about your business score, man. It's the same thing. That's for people who don't really have a business and don't care about their business score, though. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. But think about it. One day you might. You know what I'm saying? One
But
day you might. You don't want to
I-
mess up that side too.
I'm glad you mentioned that about business scores, because I don't know if people are aware. It's not the same 0 to 850. It's 0 to
No.
100.
Right.
And when I started the LLC last January 2023, I was at a 21, and that was basing it off my personal score, right? Now I'm at 81, which is considered exceptional, but that's because I have a good mix of personal cards spread across different issuers, and most of them with Chase, believe it or not. But the utilization isn't as high, and it doesn't hit my personal side. When people tell me, how can you have a high FICO score with all the cards you have? It's because I apply personal business, personal business, personal business, so that I never get hit always on the personal side. And I put everything through an EIN. I don't do my sole prop. So that saves me on the personal side.
I will say
That's great.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you said go ahead? I think it's breaking up on my side. All
Yeah.
good? Okay. And I will say on that topic, I've realized, I won't say experimenting, but I'll just say being more into this YouTube game, I've noticed a lot of the things that we get paid out is like net 30, net 60. So sometimes every 2 months you're getting paid for certain things. So as I'm getting a lot of these in cards, how I'm hitting a lot of the spend on it is just putting my rent all on these cards. So, every few months I'm able to get, hit the spend through my rent. But what I noticed with these ink cards is, one, of course, the utilization, cool. Not really too worried about it, but the 12%, 12 months of 0% APR on these ink cards. So I have been carrying a little bit of balance from rents in these periods where maybe the payments on certain things are 2 months out. So sometimes maybe you can pay half of it and then I'll wait till the next payment comes and pay it off. I could still pay it off, but I'm kind of just like feeling that game of waiting a little bit, waiting to get the actual payment from YouTube to pay off the rent from these ink cards. So it's interesting, but it's cool to have the 0% APR as well.
Hey,
with
and
that.
it's even better to have the money in your bank account versus not having it in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Or having on
Honestly.
your high yield savings.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Any other last responses before we go?
Nope.
This was great.
Thank you, Tasha, for hosting us tonight.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you guys for joining.
For sure.
Yo, this is like really like the United Nations right here. Like seriously, just look. We're representing everybody. This is so cool. It's like the United
right.
Nations Brady Bunch right here. All right.
Combining the world.
Yeah. Here's
amazing.
the story of a guy named
But Tasha has the best accent, even from mine.
Oh wow.
She does. She does.
The
My
first thing I told her,
accent.
I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
She had me at hello, literally. That was done.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I thought Constantinos had the nicest accent. I don't know.
Right, exactly.
That was just me. I don't know. He's like,
It's
I canceled
the
all my
hardest to
credit
understand.
cards.
It's the hardest to understand, yes.
That was good.
Damn.
You're good, though. You're good.
I
you're
listen to
good.
you a lot, man. I listen to you a lot.
Aww.
All the
Wow,
time.
that is good.
Constantino, you coming to New Orleans?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Yes.
So
Very
we'll
nice.
meet in person. And have
Yep,
a
I'm
drink.
excited. I'm so excited to meet everybody.
Tasha, I'm gonna
Mhm.
get you a 5'7", ma, with heels.
Aw.
No, well, I'm 5'6" without heels. So,
Also, there you go.
Oh,
See, I'm
yeah.
not off. Look at that.
No.
Wow.
right.
Look at
Yep.
that. Damn.
Okay, Anthony, thank you for all your effort. Thank you for being on time.
Oh.
Anthony was on Puerto Rican time. He's like,
No.
I'll get there when I get
Yeah,
there.
my CP time.
No.
Well, based on my experience,
Yes.
that's Latino in general. It's
That,
like-
yeah, well. Mhm.
Very sorry for my tardiness.
Anthony is 6 inches.
He's actually he's right about that.
He is.
They doing
Anthony,
that,
are you
man.
6 feet with heels?
6 feet heels.
Why they
Yeah, but
doing
you need like a 6-inch or an 8-inch heel for me, but
That's
platform
funny.
shoes.
Everybody
right.
6 foot so far. I'll see you soon and I'll let you know.
I am.
Oh.
I'm legitimately am.
Joe is a legit 6. Yeah.
I'm a real
Yeah.
5'10".
Okay. 5'9" here. So,
That is hilarious.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I put everybody. I'll have to put Anthony's channel in the chat.
no, don't even worry about me.
Just put Staten Island Oprah,
Yeah.
Antonio Ventura. He has a lot of ones. He has a lot of channels.
Antonio.
Yes,
Antonio.
but I definitely want to thank everybody for joining, and then I want to shout out to John and Xavier. I'll see you soon, Xavier and Juan. Thank you so much for the super chats, and I really appreciate everybody for joining. And Phyllis, I really appreciate y'all for joining. I can't wait to meet you guys in New Orleans. So we are
Likewise.
definitely out, and you can check out their channels because I also put it in the description as well, but then I put them in the chat too. So go ahead and check out everybody's channel. But thanks everybody for joining, and we'll talk to you later.
Love you
Thank
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Nice.